Good afternoon, everybody. As I said earlier, we're going to be starting our podcast today. Something new. Don't have everything set up yet, but I figured why wait? Might as well get started. We have these cell phones in our hand every day. Name of the podcast is a choice. So I have a choice to wait till I get better equipment, get a better place. All of these are choices. But you have to make sure that the choices we're making don't lead to other things that derail us. So if I made the choice to wait till I got a microphone, a good computer, and stuff like that, well, now I'm giving into procrastination whether I know it or not, just simply off my choice. Because with every choice, we understand that there's also consequences involved in it. That's why today's podcast on A Choice by Gillies, I'm just trying to bring awareness to things. I'm not better than anybody. I struggle with it myself. And this is one of the things God brought to me to start sharing with other people that, yeah, everybody goes through things. Everybody's had situations. But how rarely do we look at the choices that we make and realize that we can affect somebody in a positive way or in a very negative way? I choose to try to become a positive beacon of light. And if I fall short, then don't get mad at me. Don't downrate me. Just understand that everybody is trying to just be a better person. So we have to be mindful of our choices, to learn to take responsibility for our actions, to understand that sometimes just because we're having a bad day and somebody says something that pisses us off doesn't mean that we have to just completely go off the deep end. Which brings us to the topic of the day. We're going to be dealing with words. You're taught as a young person that sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt. Well, how many of us know that that's a lie? And somebody took a choice to make that up, to make them feel better, or somebody they know feel better. Now, right or wrong of what they did, we have to understand that words do have an effect on people. So many people have taken their lives behind words. See, it was your choice to say what you wanted to say to this person, but you didn't know how it was going to affect that person. And their choice to receive what you gave to them the way you did sent them on an emotional things. But see, you didn't mean to do it. Well, if you made a choice to do it, whether you knew the outcome of how it would avalanche down later on, you still did it. So it's not to pass judgment on you or anybody for that matter. We're just bringing up points and facts. Now imagine if instead of being mean to this person or saying something that they would take in a way that would hurt them, even if you had to say it in a harsh way, why not follow up with some encouraging words? Or why not find a better way to say it when you have time? Or why not, hey, listen, I have some things to say, but right now it's not a good time because I'm going through some stuff and I want to make sure that I come at you the correct way. Something simple as that. It can be done, but do we take the time to do it? Because no, we're hustling, bustling with the things in daily lives, and we rarely take time to think about it. I hear so many people say that they don't believe in God. And one of these things that God came to me and showed is, I'm going to give you the ability to show people that I exist. Now, you may look at me and be like, hey, I don't want to hear that. He's another one of these people. No, I'm not. Even with my walk with Christ, I still stumble and fall. I'm human. Sometimes I have bad days, but as my walk is becoming better with God and I'm getting closer to Him, I'm actually starting to see that I have a choice to receive information in the way that I want, or I have a choice to ignore it to make it fit my life. But either way, it all boils down to a choice. Everybody has one. Some things happen to people that they didn't want to happen to them, but they have a choice on how they're going to deal with it after the fact. Kids do things sometimes that get on our nerves. Well, we have the ability to talk to them in an encouraging way, or we have the ability to say things that later on we'll regret. No one's perfect. We're not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is understand that you have a choice. You have a choice in the matter on how you're going to come at somebody, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it. So for this exercise, or still trying to come up with a good word for it, I'm not as articulate as you see some on class, but I'm real. So I just want you to understand, but it's all about you. It all boils down to you. And I said I'm going to show you that God exists because he gives everybody the ability to make a choice. What is a choice? Choice is nothing more than free will. Free will only comes from one person, and that's the Lord. He is so gracious, so loving of you, that he gives you the ability, a choice, for you to decide whether you're going to do something wrong or you're going to do something right. Whether you're going to say something that's encouraging or say something that's going to be destructive to somebody. Whether you have love for a person or you choose not to, but he gives you the choice. Now, when you make the choices and things don't work out the way they are, or come to work out the way that you didn't want them to be, you can't blame God for that. You have to take accountability, because he gives you these things, and once you learn right from wrong and knowing that, hey, my choices and decisions may affect somebody else or somebody else down the line. We talked about the person earlier who somebody said something to them harshly, and they went and killed themselves because of the words they were having or where they were at mentally or whatever. Well, just imagine this. Not only did you affect that person, but that person that took their life, if they had kids, are affected. Their parents are affected. Now, you didn't make the person kill themselves. No. Did you contribute to it in some way by your words? Well, if you're being real with yourself, you have to take accountability. Sure, you did. But they also made a choice to take their life. See, it comes down to a choice. Now, choices can be good, they can be bad. But it's all about you, the individual. And what you need to do is just learn to take responsibility. It's okay to say I was wrong. I offended you. I apologize. It's okay to say, hey, I didn't mean for you to take it in that way. This is how I meant it. But we can alleviate a lot of that stuff by just actually thinking about what we say, or being more kinder, or understand that, hey, this ain't like this person. The way they talking today, they ain't never talked to me like that. So something's really going on with them, and maybe this is their cry for help, because maybe they're too prideful and they're making a choice to be angry instead of actually telling you what's the problem. See, either way it goes, it's all about a choice. And that's why this podcast, I believe, is going to be truly interesting. I hope that y'all really enjoy it. I hope you listen to it. I hope you follow me. I hope you support me. And I hope you understand what I'm trying to do is become a better person myself, and at the same time, help you become a better person. But for no reason, don't think I'm here to judge you about what you got going on. Don't think I got all the answers to life. Don't think that I done figured it out, or I think I'm smarter than everybody else. No. I just had an experience with God, and I tell people this and they laugh and they come against what I say, but I had a gummy one day and it actually changed and opened my eyes to a whole lot of stuff. Excuse me. Now, whether you say it's wrong or right, well, that's up to you to decide. You don't have to follow me. You have a choice. You don't have to like what I say. You have a choice. But if I'm saying something that sparks your interest, then why not follow it up and see if I'm on to something? And maybe you can share with me and others, and we can become better people together. I love you all. God bless. God is good. Always keep him first, and understand you always have a choice. Talk to y'all later.